Hey everybody, welcome back, or welcome. That's probably more likely, as this is only my second video, so literally just uploaded the first, so I'm probably more likely welcoming anybody who's happening to see this, which I hope you are. I hope people happen to see this. Kind of the whole point is that people happen to see this. Yeah. So let's do it, folks. Let's see, what do we want to find out about today? Let's start here. What do you want the collective to know? What do we want to know today? Right here. Ah, I love this. Repeat 11 times. I am worthy of good things. 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 Worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. I'm worthy of good things. There you go. Said it 11 times. Did you? It's page 95. I don't know. It's the year BTS's Jimin and V were born. They're 95ers. Yeah, I'm a bit obsessed with BTS. Hi, I'm Becky. I'm an ARMY. I've been obsessed with that CD. Their new album that just came out, Arirang. Holy crap, that's a good album. Okay, I brought out the Wild Unknown Tarot, so we'll do that. We'll find out what kind of message wants to come through today. Now, I'm not usually a big fan of this particular deck. Like, I would watch tarot card readings where they used this deck, and I thought it looked really pretty, and so I bought it. Oh, okay, we're gonna do a Celtic cross. Okay, so the situation is the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're having to take care of a lot right now. And that's, not an easy place to be in. I think people like to talk about so when people talk about people giving and like taking care of others, I feel like there's this implication about how it's like easy, right? Like, oh, that should be everybody's dream to take care of somebody. Like, what's wrong with you for not wanting to do that? I don't know. I got a lot of that. People don't tell you how hard it is to be the caregiver, especially when it's all you've known. And I feel like that's the message coming from here. If you're the kind of person who's always had to take care of people, I feel like you're kind of feeling burdened by that. The Ten of Wands says, this has been hard as fuck. The Ten of Wands is like, yeah, there's a lot of rewarding shit that comes from being a person who cares. There is. It's very rewarding. It's a very rewarding position to find yourself in. However, it is incredibly difficult. And so just story time for me. I'm going to keep shuffling, by the way. How deep do I want to go with this? How much do I want to reveal? Okay, my mom passed away in 2024. And for my daughter's entire life, I have been my mother's caregiver. I mean, for my daughter's entire life up until 2024. So that was 10 years that I was my mom's caregiver. Not only was I my mom's caregiver, I was the oldest child, and I was the only daughter in my family. And I had two youngest, easy for me to say. I had two younger brothers, and I was always the one taking care of everybody in my house. I took care of my brothers. I took care of my mom because she was always sick when I was a kid. There were days where if I didn't make dinner, nobody was eating. So I cooked. I did it all. And then I turned... Wow. Then I turned 25. Was it? Yeah, probably. I turned 25 and I kind of just started living my own life. I decided I was done being that caregiver. I wasn't gonna keep being the same person everybody expected me to be, and I started, what's the phrase? Sowing my wild oats. Not like, not like dudes, obviously. I'm not a dude. But, the female version of that. I just got the female version of a hustler. It's a female version of a hustler. Hustler, hustler. What was that song? Okay, let's see what we got. Female version of a hustler, though, if that's you, baby. This is your message. Wow. Okay. Okay. I don't typically read reversals. I don't. It's not like it's a lazy thing either. It's just the message is the message, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's in reverse or not. And I have a better time when they're all facing the right direction. I do pay attention, though, when they're reversed. So I get the feeling that I'm talking to others who have kind of had to take care of others. Others who have had to take care of others. Yeah. I feel like you are also someone who has had to take care of a lot of people. And so when you're somebody like me who has been taking care of people your whole life, it feels very 10 of Wandsy. Like, yes, I am a better human being because of it, but was it worth it, right? Like, at the end of the day, I find that I'm asking myself that a lot. So we have this caregiver who's just fucking burnt out. And then I see underneath that, or not underneath that, above that, really. This is, so when I think of caregiver, I don't immediately think of the Empress. I should, though. I feel like the Empress also takes care, right? But she makes sure she takes care of herself first. The Empress knows you can't fill from an empty cup. You can't fill others from an empty cup. And you'll notice down here, we have the Emperor. Not to what's the thing I'm trying to think of? Not to, like, be hyperbolic. But these are divine counterparts, bro. Emperor and Empress and Emperor. This could be love, sure. Absolutely, 100% it could be. as above, so below, right? That's your divine counterpart. This is the person who fits all the pieces with you. It's like you're the puzzle and they have the pieces. They have the picture of what the puzzle's supposed to be. They know where the pieces are supposed to go, but you have all the pieces and they have the picture. Ooh, I got tingles. Ooh, that felt good. I feel like things are falling into place is kind of the message I'm getting. We also have the Daughter of Pentacles, which this makes me think of my mom. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's me, or that's me, that's my mom, right? Mother of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles. She was the Alpha Virgo. I was the next one. That was just a little meaningful connection for me, because you got the mom deer and the baby deer, and then the baby deer's kind of doing her own thing now. So I feel like we have this nurturing energy where we're getting more balanced with how we nurture. We're nurturing ourselves. We figured out we can nurture everybody all we want, but we also have to take care of ourselves. I feel like in this particular collective, that's what we're doing. We're figuring out how to take care of ourselves. Yeah. And in doing that requires a huge perspective shift to go from giving all the time. All you do is give until there's nothing left. You're exhausted. And you're switching from that perspective to one of where I have to take care of myself if I'm going to be able to keep taking care of other people. That's a huge shift of perspective, right? That takes a lot of work. And so the Hangman is like, be easy on yourself, bro. Like, you're getting worked up over nothing is kind of what I'm hearing on that one. I don't know. I feel like there's all this rush, but the Hangman is like, just chill out. Just take a second and breathe. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will you be. You will not be built in a day. The person you are currently in the process of building is going to take time. Please be patient with yourself and with who you are becoming. That's a big, huge message that needed to come through. Patience is so important in this process. And that's what the Hanged Man is really saying. Like, you have to be patient with this. The more you try to rush the change, the harder it's going to be. Pretty much. And then we have the Queen of Swords. And this is, I always consider this the heading forward energy. This is where we are. This is what needs to happen, where we're at right now. This is what's getting in the way, and this is where we're heading. We are heading towards the Mother of Swords. The Mother of Swords she's generally sitting above the clouds on her tarot card normally. I like that this is the owl, because owls, represent wisdom, knowledge, mystery, kind of, yeah. The Mother of Swords is able to see above that, though. So, like, imagine the Moon card. She's, like, at that 10,000 foot perspective. She has that perspective where she can see very clearly now what she was not able to see before. And I feel like that's this perspective shift. I feel like you're moving in order. You need to balance your energies. That's the point. You have this nurturing physical side where you just give and give and give of yourself. The Mother of Swords needs you to take. She needs you to see very clearly, and she needs you to see where you need to pull back so that you can pull back that energy into yourself and become the Empress and, do whatever with your Emperor. I don't know. This is your reading. You do what you want with it. We also have the Queen of Wands. So 1, 2, 3. 3 queens already. The Empress represents all of the queens. We have the High Priestess, which in my mind, these two are 2 sides of the same coin. I feel like this represents you in your feminine energy, obviously. We have the High Priestess, which is all about mystery, knowing, seeking, things like that, intuition. The Empress also very intuitive, but she's more of that physical aspect. We have metaphysical and we have physical. We have your spiritual self and your actual self, right? These are the 2 parts of a whole. These are both of this is us. Oh, and I just noticed, look, the little crescent moon almost in the exact same place. Eee, cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get this back over here. Let's get you back over here just so I remember. So the Mother of Wands is in the action to take position. I love this, actually. I love that we have the Queen of Wands in the action to take. The 8 of Wands is my favorite tarot card. Oftentimes it goes back and forth between the Queen of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Those are my 2 favorite tarot cards. What I love about the Queen of Wands, and mind you, I don't know a lot about snakes, but I know they like heat. Heat seeking, right? They're amphibians. They're cold-blooded, I think. I'm pretty sure. But in the Queen of Wands herself, oh, I just noticed, this snake is on a clutch of eggs. I've never noticed that on this card before. She's protecting her clutch of eggs. That's a totally different, that's a horse of a different color when you think of it in that way. Me being a mom, obviously I think of protecting the clutch of eggs as like my daughter. But I do think we don't talk enough about that rage you feel as a mom, like mom rage. I don't know how to describe it. I really don't, but it's like that feeling you get just thinking about something happening to your kids. That's what I'm picturing here. Like, she is not fucking around when it comes to those eggs. It's kind of how I feel about my daughter. But the Queen of Wands on a regular deck, she has that sunflower. And the sunflower is pointing towards the sun. She has the black cat. She's like a vibe. Like, I feel like the Queen of Wands is like a whole vibe. She goes after what she wants. And thinking about the queens protect, queens nurture. This is the first time I'm kind of making that connection between going after what you want, going after your desire, chasing the sun, but also from that nurturing capacity. Like, I've always felt like it was kind of selfish to want to be the Queen of Wands, right? Like, I always thought I was being a little bit selfish, but really, the Queen the fire is just an energy she's using to turn into a means to take care of things. Like, I don't know. I'm having a cool kind of connection with that card right now, if you can't tell. We have for what is influencing us at this time, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have this owl again. So I feel like the Queen is kind of the Queen of Swords energy, so that think of your thoughts, think of ideas. But what I'm getting on the Queen of Swords is like being mindful of your thoughts and how that serves not just you, but everybody else. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean it has to stay there. And that was a message for somebody. But I feel like the Queen knows when to act on a thought and when to not. And I think that's really important for this Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, and then also, I'm also noticing we have the crescent moon again, but it's kind of flipped. The Wheel of Fortune is, you know, tides shifting, right? This is about the tides turning. Could that be in your favor? Sure, could be. Could it not be? Sure, might not be. Do you know what controls that, though? The direction you spin the wheel. So what this is saying is be intentional with your actions. Pay attention to where you're heading. Pay attention to the direction of your thoughts when you're making choices. Just be more mindful. Be more curious about the actions you're taking and why. Just kind of normalize asking yourself, why am I doing this? It's a practice I've started, and it's made a huge difference in my life. So hopes and fears, we have the Five of Pentacles. This classic hopes and fears right now. I feel like everybody can relate to this as the hopes and fears, because Five of Pentacles is like, it's like the have-nots, you know? It's like being super aware of everything you don't have, and it's when you get stuck on that, it's like you forget that you're actually supposed to be solving this. You're not supposed to stay stuck here. The Five of Pentacles is a necessary phase for everybody. It's that phase of, I don't have enough. And that's just always going to happen. We're always going to hit that point in our lives where we just don't have enough. The purpose, however, is not to get stuck on that, not to let that be the thing that defines the situation. Like, don't get stuck on the problem. We need solution-focused people. We need to be solution-focused. And that's what this is saying. The rose is going to wilt and die. The second you picked the rose, it was always going to wilt and die. So this right now, this is just a result of actions. I feel like we get so hung up on, as I say we, and I include myself in this, so please know I'm not judging. I'm including myself. We tend to forget that there are consequences to our choices and actions as a whole. I feel like in a weird sense, we've all kind of developed a weird case of Peter Pan syndrome. And it's that inability to take accountability for our actions. The Five of Coins, that's an energy that is really easy to get past. You just take accountability for your actions. What did I do to bring me here? What steps did I take that it wound me up in this position? And what steps do I need to take to get out of it? That's all the Five of Pentacles wants you to do. It wants you to stop focusing on this and realize this is a cause. This is just the cause, right? This is a cause and effect. This is the effect. Think about the cause. Try to understand and identify the cause and switch it. Like, just change it. Change what you're doing. I don't know. I feel like in the hopes and fears, though, for a lot of people are afraid of change. People are afraid of taking accountability. People are afraid to say, I did this and this is what happened. I've always been disgustingly self-aware, so I feel like I get stuck in here a lot, but I get more stuck on what I did wrong. I always forget to go back to what I can do differently. Like, I forget to go back. Like, that's the thing. You have to, yes, understand the situation for what it is, what happened, all that stuff. But you have to make a change. And change is hard. So yeah, that's obviously gonna be in the hopes and the fears. For me personally, I feel like the Five of Pentacles is always my biggest fear. I despise the Five of Pentacles because that's that have not mentality, that lack mentality. It's that I don't have enough and I'm never going to have enough. And I hate that mentality more than anything. I hate it when I'm in it. I hate it when I hear it. I just don't like it. And so it's just funny that this is the message popping up because I fall into that trap a lot. And then we have the outcome is the High Priestess. So what I'm feeling, the big, huge thing you need to know is that you need to trust yourself. You have all of these elements inside of you. You have all of these energies to work with. And we have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana out. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 3 queens. I don't know. This is pretty impressive. I would like to do some clarification though. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. What is causing this struggle to seem so much more right now? Why is this feeling like a burden? That's what we want to know. Why is this situation now feeling like a burden? Oh, 9 of Pentacles. You are getting close to something you want. Maybe not want. You're getting close. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Reward? But I don't know. It's like, it's an earned reward. It's a reward you've earned. You've worked for this. What I'm getting off the grapes is this is something you have put a lot of work into. So it means a great deal to you. In a way, the reason why this is such a burden is because it feels like freedom is just on the other side. So that's always, what is the saying? It's always darkest before dawn. It feels like that kind of feeling. That's the hardest kind of burden. When you think of it, it's the burden you want. Oish. Tell me, I need another one. If it's a burden we want, what does that mean? Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay. This is kind of similar in a way to the last message. The Knight of Swords. You want to do this right. You don't want to do this rushed. You have done this rushed before, and there were consequences. You learned your lesson. And you care so much about this. And so you want to do it correctly. You want to do it the right way. You want to do it the hard way. You don't want to do it the easy way because you know that that's not the right way to do it. That's not the right way. So why is there a right way and a wrong way? I mean, what is the right way? So what is the right way for this Ten of Swords energy? Anything else? Yeah, okay. Okay. Page of Swords. That card. Okay. What is the right way? 4 of Cups and Judgment. I don't like this answer, and I don't. Okay. So you're gonna know. You're gonna know when you know. And that's like, I hate that answer more than anything, but it's not, it's something you can't know until you know. Like, So you are doing exactly what you need to do. Be picky. That's, I mean, shit. I hate that. I hate that because it's like more waiting, right? It's like, are you serious? This is the answer, but I will do anything for that Judgment card, man. That's the calling. That's the point. That's the mission. That's what we're here for. So, you know, these cards suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Ten of Swords, or Ten of Wands with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. I hate that energy. But we have to go through that energy to get to this. Long lasting, just, I feel it right in the solar plexus, you know? It's like that. It's like you're calling, bro. And I feel like I've been waiting my whole life to figure out what my calling is. So when I say I will do anything that this Judgment card tells me to do, I am going to do anything the Judgment card tells me to do, right? And that's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to know what my calling in life is. Sorry, I'm trying to group these together with my clarification. Okay. Okay. Tell me about all these queens over here. Where are my queens at, bro? I mean, they're right here. Almost all of them. The only one we're missing is the Queen of Cups. And she actually came out in the reading I did before this one. Okay. Seven of Cups. And the Hierophant. So, I follow a tarot reader on YouTube. Channel is the Minnow Pond Tarot channel. And I like his readings. They're cool. And he said something, I don't know, like in the last few months, maybe? I don't remember when, but he had said something about how, like, if these two are divine counterparts, then these two are also divine counterparts. And in some ways, this is kind of more the counterpart I want. And this is, I always thought, like everybody else, I wanted the Empress and the Emperor. I thought that was the counterpart connection I wanted. I don't. I want the Hierophant and the High Priestess, because these are two counterparts that they challenge each other and they make each other smarter and more driven, and it's more of the, this is again the physical and the metaphysical, and this is where I'm at personally. I'm more in this energy than I am in this energy right now. So I love seeing that the Hierophant came out with all my ladies, right? With all the ladies on the board. I have the Hierophant. So I kind of am getting that if you are attracting, like, I don't know, a person, we'll say, I feel like they're going to have some strong feminine energy. And I feel like that's not really the vibe you're accustomed to, but I feel like it could be. I feel like if you give it a chance, I don't know, it feels like it could be really good. So, you know, don't write people off. That's just, don't judge a book by cover right now. Just be like very observant. Give people a shot. Give people a chance, because you will be surprised at some of the choices that the universe is bringing into your life right now. And really, that's not, like, it's not just a right now thing, though. That's the thing about these readings. These readings are timeless because this message will fit when this message fits. And I feel like there's a big energy shift coming. And I feel like a lot of us, most of us, all of us, I think we have no idea what this is going to be. We have no way of knowing. We're not supposed to know. Also, like, I do this, I don't dig deeper than I should ever. I've never. So like some people will use tarot to try to like unlock the secrets of the universe or whatever. I've never been about that. I enjoy the messages I receive. I don't want to know more than they want to tell me, right? That's terrifying. So I feel like, though, there's a deeper message here that I don't necessarily want. I'm avoiding it. I'm pushing it away, and I don't know why. Let's find out. Why am I avoiding that? What am I missing on this Seven of Cups and Hierophant? What is it? I need another. Okay, so the Four of Wands came out, which is like foundations. It's like the foundations of what it is you desire. Oh, there could be a relationship here. It almost feels inappropriate. And that's a really weird thing to say. The relationship feels like it's not one you would have anticipated. It's in a place you wouldn't have been looking. I feel like for somebody that means something. Typically people will think of work when they think of Three of Pentacles. I'm thinking platonic. I'm thinking this is a platonic connection. Oh. I see why I didn't want to dig deeper. This person could be married. And I did see that's the World. Oh, I think it was one of these. Oh, I don't know. And I was thinking I had seen the Page of Swords, which we didn't. We have the Page of Pentacles. Is it? No. Page of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Swords. I'm sorry. This one is... I keep hitting a wall. I don't know. There's something I'm not ready to hear. I don't know. Give people a chance, though. You will be surprised what turns up. That's all I got on that one. If they are married, I will add this. If they are a married person, don't put too much stock into that. And that's a strange thing to say, since I just said, give everybody an opportunity. Married people, if they're married and they're kind of like talking to you some way, or they are appearing as an option, they're probably not. Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this, and it might not be a married person. I hope it's not. It could just be a person who's not entirely available right now, and that's feels more accurate. They're not entirely available, but God, if they were, you know, that Ten of Cups is This is huge. I don't, who is this? Who is this? Tell me about this person. Oh my God, you guys. The Knight of Cups and the Fool. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy for you. And if this is for me, I'm happy for me too. This is somebody new. This is someone new. And it's gonna be amazing. If you, yeah, you, them, I don't know. Someone needs to get out of their own way though. Someone is making it harder than it has to be, and that's silly. If that's you, stop it. Like, stop. Tell me about the Empress and the Emperor. Ooh, and you know what I just thought of? This could be that more cerebral kind of love. Like, I'm getting that it's like a novel, kind of. Like one of those epics. I'm going to pull another one. Okay, so this is the Artist, which is in this deck. It's number 23. It's an extra card that is, what's his name? Matt Hughes? Matt Hughes. Yeah. Ethereal Visions, Matt Hughes. He added 2 extra cards, and one of them is the Well and one of them is the Artist. I like this card because it's like, it's telling you this could be anything you want it to be. You're kind of like the architect of this. You design it, and the universe just kind of like fills in the missing details, right? Like, you have to craft this Emperor Empress situation. Also, the wings on the feet, that's, who is that? That's Mercury, right? It's the messenger. No, what's his name? Shit. Is that Hermes? Hermes and Mercury? I think they're the same, right? He's a messenger. He brings messages. Like, don't shoot the messenger. That's Hermes, bro. Ooh, I just got, what was that? I just got a ding. You are inspiring the design right now. You are the inspiration. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about the collective, holy shit, being the inspiration. Okay, this is ridiculous. We have the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, the Magician. And the Three of Wands. Like, fuck the Three of Wands. Everybody has the Three of Wands. We're all going through it. Three of Wands says there was a betrayal. It says something hurt somewhere. Like, something hurt really bad. And we're recovering. We're all there, bro. This is like 2026. Look at the news for like 5 minutes. We're all in the Three of Swords right now, collectively. But this is intriguing. Oh my gosh. Okay. High Priestess, Hierophant. And remember what I was saying about these are my 2 favorite counterparts right now. And they're both here from the deck. And we're talking about Emperor Empress energy. We're talking about divine counterpart energy. But don't think about like divine. I hate that term. I hate that term divine counterparts. I hate the term divine feminine. I hate the term divine masculine. I genuinely hate those terms. I think of it as like yin and yang energy. This is the fire. This is the water. They balance. They bring an energy that balances and tames the other. It's energy, okay? So when I say Emperor Empress, divine counterparts, that kind of shit. I mean balancing of energies. Okay. The Emperor, again, the Knight of Wands, and the Magician. Oh, I have goosebumps. I don't know if you can. No, you can't. Oh yeah, kind of. You can kind of see it. I mean, I don't know if you can on the camera. We'll find out together. Okay. So I just got really giddy and I'm super happy for you, and I don't know why. I think you know about someone. I think you have an inkling. I'm just going to put it like that. Because there is a design forming. There's pieces. I said that. I said pieces falling into place, right? Puzzle pieces. The pieces are falling into place. Which is fun and exciting. That's something to look forward to. That's awesome. I'm so excited. You do have to take action. The Magician says, you have everything you need. Are you going to act? And the Emperor and the Knight of Wands also wants you to act. Those are action. That's fire energy. Take action. That's the masculine energy. The masculine takes action. It's like taking charge. It's like making sure what you want happens. How are you going to do that? You're not going to do that by doing nothing. I'm promising you that right now. You can't do nothing and expect that to happen. What this is saying, there is someone in the periphery. And there is always going to be someone in the periphery. This is not some spiritual, divinely led count. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's not going to feel like that though. There is always going to be someone in the periphery that could be this person for you. So don't get so hung up on the person being the right fit. We don't care if they're the right fit or not here. We don't care. Don't forget, we don't care. You're going to want to care, but we don't care. Okay? We're gonna care, but we're not gonna care. Do you get it? You got it? Yeah? Totally makes sense. I know. Totally does. So yes, there is something incredible blossoming here that is beautiful and incredible. And it's gonna be a very grounded person. It's gonna be someone who is gonna be a tough nut to crack. I'm not gonna lie to you. There is gonna be a challenge. I don't know if it's gonna be you. I don't know if it's gonna be them. Someone is going to be a tough nut to crack. And maybe it's the two of you coming together. I don't know. There is going to be a puzzle here. A mystery. Okay, over here we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune again. I just realized I don't know if you can see all these cards. I think you can, but hope you can. Okay. Okay. Here. What do we have here? What do we have here? What is this? What's happening here? Tell me. Okay. We are shifting over here. This is where we're changing. We are turning the wheel. You have a choice, though. There's always a choice. Which direction are you going to turn the wheel? Are you going to turn it the way you know you should? Or are you going to turn it in the way, are you going to let fear drive? Or are you going to let your intuition drive? That's kind of what's asking. The Hangman is saying, hold, pause. Is this the right action? Is this the right choice? Let's get more cards. Because right now it's maybe. I mean, if you put the work in, yes, it's going to be a good choice. If you don't, and you just let fear take the wheel and drive, Incubus, drive. If you let fear take the wheel and drive, look at that. And then the Queen of Swords again. Okay. Okay. I think what Source is saying is, yeah, bro, we don't have anything else to add. If you're putting the work in, you are turning it the right way. If you are simply steering it out of fear, you're not. And you're going to know. You're going to know. When you know that you know that you know that you know. You know? That's exciting, you guys. I love this. I'm so happy for us. Yay. Okay. Have a great one. Love you. Bye.